I'm Olivia Squizzle, and I don't hate Christmas. No. No, I don't. I hate a certain man. A certain holly jolly, red suit wearing, bearded guy that sneaks into kids' homes. Now you might be asking yourself, why do you have beef with Santa Claus? All he wants is to make the holidays full of joy and laughter. Well, I have a list. I have a very impassioned list. I don't know what I'm going to say about these points, but I will be saying something because my heart is overflowing with hate for this. The first reason I hate Santa Claus is consumerism. Consumerism. That's all anyone cares about is gifts, gifts, gifts. What are you getting for Christmas? What did you ask Santa Claus for Christmas? And why do I blame Santa for consumerism? Oh, because I don't know. Mommy, can I get an Xbox? No. Santa, will you get me an Xbox? Well, now Mom has to go buy you an Xbox because you asked Santa for it, and if you're good, now Mom has to buy it because you can't say that Santa let you down. Reason number 2. You're flat out lying to your kids. Are you okay with that? To lie to your kids? It might seem like a small thing, but won't that lose trust eventually? Why would you choose to lie to your kids? Tell them that, oh, you better be nice, or Santa's gonna come get you. Or Santa won't give you presents. Lies. Santa Claus is gonna come through the chimney. You don't even have a chimney. Okay, Sharon? The third reason is to go along with lying. Not only are you lying to your kids, you're undermining your love for your kids. I got you a sock. Oh, but look what Santa got you. Santa got you an Xbox. No. Mom got you the freaking Xbox. Because I know what you want. I know what you want for Christmas, and I got it for you because I love you. Santa, some crazy old man that lives in the North Pole didn't get it for you because he stalks you and knows everything about you. I got it for you because I'm your mother. Number 4, it ruins history. What about St. Nick? St. Nick was a real guy who was nice to kids. He didn't break into houses. He didn't do all this weird stuff. He wasn't some magical man. He just was nice and gave people gifts. But oh no, we sing songs about St. Nick in reference to Santa Claus because everyone knows Santa Claus. But no one cares about the real historical figure. Number 5. If the magic of Christmas is caused by Santa, when your kid finds out Santa isn't real, that magic fades. Then what are the holidays? Without that magic, now you're going to have to find new magic or just go through unmagical holidays for the rest of your life because you pitted everything special on just some bloated red guy. 6, it could be traumatic. I grew up without Santa Claus, and I am so grateful every day that my parents didn't convince me that some man broke into our house every year. I was a very scared child growing up. I was scared of a lot of things. I was scared when my mom drove past do not pass signs. Because I thought that meant that when we drove past that sign, we were going to get arrested. So imagine what I would have thought if I was told every Christmas a man broke into my house and he's always watching me and he makes a list and he sees me while I'm sleeping. What do you think that does to a kid? Number 7, it's just unfair to lower income families to say, oh, well, Santa will get it for you if you're nice. If that belief is all spread around, going around that, well, if you're good, Santa will get you gifts. What about the kids that won't get those gifts? What about the kids whose parents can't afford it? Then other kids are going to look at them and think, oh, well, they weren't good kids. That is completely unfair to lower income families. So maybe if you want to do Santa Claus, be like Saint Nick and help kids out and give them some toys. Because that is completely unfair, because then you'll have kids thinking that lower income families, the kids are just bad, which is untrue and kind of cruel. Number 8. This whole Santa Claus, we gotta be nice, everybody, we gotta be good, we have to be. We have a whole month where it is, for some reason, just expected you're supposed to be nice to everyone and you're supposed to be happy. Sometimes people have things around the holidays that make the holidays not so happy for them. But because we gotta keep the magic alive, because Santa Claus, oh, we gotta be good for Santa. Oh, you can't cry. You better watch out, you better not cry. You have to be happy. You have to be happy. You're not allowed to be sad because Santa Claus is watching you. I really don't appreciate the modern consumerized holiday of Christmas feeling like you're supposed to be happy, because that is just untrue. People are not always happy at the holidays. You can look for the best in things and try to be joyful, but sometimes I think there's almost a pressure to be happy around the holiday season, and I think that is inaccurate, and I don't think happiness should ever be something that it's, hey, be happy, be happy, be happy. Number 9, trusting strangers. Yeah, go sit on Santa's lap. That's some random dude at the mall. You don't know him. And you're gonna let your kid go sit on his lap because he's dressed up as a fat guy from the North Pole that you've never met? Because you never see him. And he's magical and he watches you while you sleep. Go sit on his lap, kids. Do not trust mall Santas. Why would you choose to do that? It's the only time of year it is acceptable to go tell your kid to go sit on some stranger's lap. Why? And the 10th reason is, for those of you that are religious, Santa Claus is evil because people give him the attributes of God. Being all-seeing, all-knowing, being everywhere at once. Those are attributes attributed to God and God alone. So maybe you should think before saying that Santa is watching. Because that is something that belongs to God alone. And if you're going to put God right up there, if you're going to put Santa right up there with God, that is basically the Antichrist. Because there is that whole thing about if you rearrange the letters, Santa becomes Satan. So this holiday season, say no to ho ho ho. Become a real one. No more Santa Claus. I don't care if you want to be like, haha, look at Santa Claus. Because it wasn't like in my house growing up. Santa Claus wasn't allowed. He was, no Santa Claus. It was just, we never were led to believe that any of it was real. We knew where our presents came from. We knew that. We knew everything. And when we saw Santa, I do still have some experiences with mall Santas. I was always scared of them, and my mother never knew. My mother never realized that I was absolutely terrified to go walk up to that man and sit on his lap and get my picture with him and get a random toy from him, and it creeped me out. But I never said anything because kids sometimes don't say things, so sometimes you have to take extra measures to protect kids because they might not tell you that they are scared to death of mall Santas. Now, if you want to watch a movie with Santa Claus in it, maybe that's fine. Maybe it's funny. But maybe think before you lie to your children and you give some big old red suit wearing, chimney hopping man from the North Pole the attributes of God. Maybe think next time before you lean into the consumerism of Christmas and miss the point. And what is the point? The point is there was a little guy in Bethlehem born that night, and there wasn't no fat man showing up at his birth to sing ho ho ho. He was born in a stable. It wasn't about flashiness. There were gifts because they wanted to honor him, not because they felt like they needed to give him a gift, not because they were forced to give him a gift, not because they had all this extra money and everyone else was buying gifts and you have to buy gifts because it's Christmas and we all have to be happy. They were joyful because the Son of Man was brought down to earth and they brought gifts to worship him. So now we give gifts to reflect that. Not because everyone needs the new iPhone, not because your 11-year-old needs a Stanley. Get a grip! Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy your day. I should really stop before I get in trouble.